Wait, one quick thing that the Discovery Institute was very, very good at demystifying was the difference between a creationist standpoint that goes back to that Genesis was real and intelligent design. Can you care to comment on that, please?
Yeah, intelligent design, and some creationists really don't like intelligent design, but what the intelligent design scientist does is he looks at something, a particular thing, and tries to determine if it has the appearance of design. So, you know, the classical idea is a watch. You can look at a watch, it's made of metal, different kinds of elements, but you know that somebody had to design it and put it together. So a watch is obviously designed, it didn't just get there by chance. And that's what the ID people try to limit themselves to. They don't look at the Bible, at least professionally, as a true historical document and try to come up with a model of science that conforms to the Bible. They just look at particular things. They're more like a materialistic scientist in that regard. A creationist, on the other hand, goes to the Bible and says, this is our source document, this is an ancient history. If the history is at all reliable, we should be able to use it as a guideline to figure out natural history. So,
and where do you fall in that spectrum? Because it seems like it's more of a spectrum, if anything.
It is a spectrum, but I am pretty much a fundamentalist biblical creationist. I look at the Bible, and I don't know how much you guys have studied the Bible, but it's basically a history book. It's not a mystical religious book. It's all about the history of the people of Israel over time, leading up to the time of Jesus Christ. It's mostly history. If we read the life and times of George Washington, we wouldn't doubt that it was real history. We know that George Washington was the founder of the nation. He was a real person. We would tend to trust the historical record. For some reason, with a book like the Bible, maybe because it's couched in religious tradition, we tend to say, or some people tend to say, well, that's not real history, but we have no reason to doubt it. So from my point of view, if I read it as history, it began with in the beginning. So it ought to be a pretty good framework, at least to investigate. Does this make sense as a true history of natural history?
So do you have objection with the intelligent design people?
Oh, I think they're wonderful. I use intelligent design resources because it does demystify the issue. It takes it out of that realm of science versus religion and makes it pure science. So people can't get upset about it because it's religious. It's just dealing with scientific realities. So I like it. I think it supplements the biblical creationist.